Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Jasmine, and on this channel we talk about long distance relationships and closing the distance. And if you've been following this video series, today we're going to be talking about the engagement and planning the engagement. So, if you're ready, let's jump on in. So by this point, you and your partner have talked about the financial aspect of engagement and getting married, as well as like the financial aspects of closing the distance. And you've also talked about their views on marriage and like at least have a time frame in your head of when y'all would want to get married. The next is talking about the engagement. And I'll be the first to say, I am not going to sit around and wait for anyone to like plan my life and make my life happen. I want to be an active person in the whole process. Like, I don't believe in this whole idea of just sending your partner your little Pinterest boards or like little subtle hints and pictures so they'll get the message. That's not going to work because people are dense. I hate to say that, but only you really know what you're trying to say. So you might as well just come out in the open and say it rather than relying on, oh, what do you think of this wedding dress? Pardon me. Or what do you think of this ring? Or what do you think of these wedding colors? They're not going to get the hint. They're going to just think like, oh, she's just looking at, or they're just looking at something cool. So be upfront and honest with your partner about the conversation. That's this whole point of this series, is to get yourself comfortable talking about these uncomfortable things, or things that society, or at least like the American society, has deemed that only one person should be talking about. No, engagement and like taking that next step in life should be a conversation between two people who are ready to go. So I know I mentioned this in another video, but like I feel like I need to keep saying it just to reiterate my point. But when it comes to talking about engagement, really sit down and talk about like what you want in an engagement ring, or like wedding rings in general. You don't need to go out there spending like the cost of like 2 or 3 meetups or 1,000 like plus on a ring. It makes no sense. Like there's no point to it. Like long distance relationships and maintaining that long distance relationship is expensive enough as it is. Like you have to save money to go meet your partner. You have to save money for like if you're planning to close the distance, including like, you know, the cost of visas, the cost of sending all your crap out there. And I say crap lovingly. Like I sent, like, you see that? Yeah, that elephant. I packed that with me because that was important. But like that's what I'm saying. It's, you have to think of all these expenses later on down the road that, granted, you might want this beautiful diamond ring now, but if you're with your partner, like, can't you get that ring later? Like, is that something you necessarily need right now? Or is anyone gonna know that it's a diamond unless they have like one of those thingies that, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, like, in our situation, Tuomas pretty much bought the base of the ring because he's on a student budget and that's what he could afford at the time. I was okay with that. I helped him pick out that base of the ring because you know why? I wanted a ring that I loved. And for me, that meant picking it out with him. And then because I had a really good job in the US, I upgraded the ring to make it something that I wanted too. So that way it was both of us chipping in to making the ring special. Which again, like with the, you know, the origins of an engagement ring started like as a way to like buy the bride from the family. So we're not really in those times anymore. Like, you know, we need to update these ideas and beliefs. Like, they don't serve any purpose anymore. So that's why it's important for you to talk to your partner about that part of the engagement process. Like, what would be, how much would you want to spend comfortably on the engagement ring? Will we still be able to have meetups? Will we still be able to spend time together if you spent that amount on the ring? That's something you really need to consider and think about. All right, the next part of this is planning out the engagement. Now, I know 2020 and like global pandemics and travel bans have made things really hard. Because of that, I do not think it is good for you to try to propose over a computer. If anything, like, wait until your partner's at the airport. I say this because getting engaged is such a huge commitment, right? And I just don't think that commitment is as special or as powerful when you do it over a video call. Now, I know some couples that have done that and their relationship works out great, like they're thriving, and that is them. But like, this channel is my channel, and these are my opinions, and that is my biggest opinion, is to not do it over a video call because it takes away some of that sincerity. And also, like, when it comes to like if you wanted to mail the ring to your partner, I couldn't think of words then. If you wanted to mail the ring to your partner, like, you have to also consider how much customs cost just to get the ring for them. Like, it would cost anywhere like $50 to $100 plus. Like, that's 50 might be like me really reaching and hoping that it's cheap for y'all, but it costs so much money. And as we've seen this past year with so many people in the community losing their care packages to one another or things getting delayed, I just think sending something as valuable as a ring in the mail is not a good idea. It's like up there with proposing next to a large body of water and then dropping the ring into the water. Bloop. No one wants that. That's miserable. That would make me cry. I cry watching those videos of couples. So, if you can, try to keep engagement and like proposing to your partner in person. The next thing I want you to really consider when it comes to planning an engagement is whoever the partner is that's doing the proposal, let them figure things out on their own. Like, I know that's like, you know, y'all can plan, y'all can watch YouTube videos together of engagement proposals, y'all can like find pictures online, on Instagram, on TikTok, any platform you want, there's going to be videos or footage of people proposing, and you can talk about the things you like and you don't like about each of those things. When you are talking about it, really consider your partner's personality. Is the thing you want something outside of their comfort zone, or is the thing they want to do outside of your comfort zone? Like, y'all should really be on the same page with this conversation. And then once you finally figure it out, let them do what they need to do. Like, I don't want to say I'm a control freak. I might be, though. I might be. Oh, but, you know, like, I had to really, you know, give myself grace during that time and tell myself, like, you know, Tuomas has this under control. He's got this prepared. I don't need to bug him. I don't need to do anything like that, because all that nagging and bugging is going to do is make them not want to do it. Like, so you might as well, you know, you're trusting this person, right, to marry them. This is that first step of trust. Trust them to handle the proposal on their own. At the end of the day, y'all just really both want this proposal to be a special moment for each other. So give yourself that time, give each other that respect and that space to openly talk about what each other wants to bring to the table when it comes to proposing an engagement. After that, all you gotta do is create a plan for the special moment. Alright, that's it for this video. So again, we went over, you know, talking about engagement, talking about what you want, planning the engagement. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about talking to family and friends and how to get like that blessing in a long distance relationship. If you've been enjoying this series, please make sure you tap that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about engagement or proposing, leave a question in the comments. I would love to have an open discussion with y'all. All right. Until then, see you later. Bye.